Hi. No, we're not in India. We're right here on the very scenic location in the Drakensberg in South Africa. Well, it's a new South Africa, and as the transition process continues, doors are certainly opening in various fields, amongst them tourism, development, finance, and filmmaking. That's right. Recently, a production crew from India jetted into South Africa to shoot the picturization for 3 of their songs in the forthcoming movie PREM GRANTH right here in our country. It's an RK Films production and stars the very popular Rishi Kapoor and Madhuri Dixit. It's directed by veteran actor Rajiv Kapoor, and Impressions were proud to be on the sets as they shot for such a movie. So join us and brace yourselves for the first ever mega production shot right here on our shores. What goes into the making of a movie? The morning starts early with makeup, which could prove to be, well, a little funny, even for Madhuri Dixit. The crew goes through the final adjustment of equipment, and they check that everything is perfect. When everything's ready, the cast arrives on set. Then it's time for a rehearsal of the scene that is going to be shot. Before the actors get on the set, India's most popular dance choreographer, Saroj Khan, takes the stars through the steps of the dance scene that's about to be shot. Then it's time for a take. Well, Rishi Kapoor wasn't satisfied. Not the director's happy, a final take. A final touch of makeup, the final technical details are ensured, and then it's time to roll the cameras.
Ready to go? Yep. Are you ready? Sound!
We spoke to Madhuri Dixit and asked her about her character in the movie.
It's a rural kind of a story, and it's in a typical RK traditional style.
Sure.
It deals with the story of a little girl who gets raped, and the kind of double standards we have in the society and what she has to go through. And finally there's this hero. He's from the city, and he's like the educated one, and he doesn't believe in the two-faced kind of society that we have, and how we both stand up against the whole society. This is what the story is about. It's a love story which has it's very emotional, I think.
And just as a wild guess, I would suppose Anupam Kher is the villain in the movie.
No, he's not the villain. You'll be surprised.
Okay, now we've watched your movies from the time you started in Dayavan with Vinod Khanna, Firoz Khan. But you really made it big in South Africa with your Ek Do Teen dance in Tezab. And from there, your acting became more prevalent in the movies, and people started to recognize you as a very, very potential actress, and then suddenly #1 in Bollywood. What do you think about your role in Bollywood?
Well, I've come a long way. My first film was Abodh, and my first successful film was Tezab. And my latest successful film is Hum Aapke Hain Kaun.
Yes.
And I guess the journey has been a long one, but a very interesting one. I've enjoyed every moment of it. And I think there's a long way to still ahead, for me to walk or trek or whatever. But I still see a lot more for me to do.
Well, Hum Aapke Hai Kaun is not released yet in South Africa, but the soundtrack Didi Tera Devar Divana, was that picturized on you?
That's right.
Okay, now we're definitely looking forward to that movie. What about a piece of advice for all your fans who are watching you, the millions of fans in South Africa watching you at the moment? Aspiring actresses, maybe?
Well, to the aspiring actresses, I would say that it doesn't look as easy as it is. It's a lot of hard work, and they should be prepared to do that. If they want to really make a name for themselves, they have to work very, very hard, and I wish them all the best. The others, I would just like to say that just do whatever you love to do, and never give up. Never be disappointed if you don't get success at the first go, or somebody is discouraging you. Don't ever get discouraged. Just keep on doing what you like, because self-confidence is very important. And if it's a profession you love, if it's something you love, I think you'll be good at it.
And finally, a concert in South Africa. When can we expect you to be in our stages?
Well, the kind of response I've got here, because we are at Cathedral Peak right now, and there are so many fans who have driven down from Escorts and quite far away, that I'm amazed, at the kind of response I've got here, the kind of love they've shown me, and because of this, I think I should come here somewhere next year.
Well, I can guarantee you haven't been into the city centres yet. If you walk through there, then you'll really know what stardom is like, because you really will be mobbed. Thank you very much for joining us on Impressions. Thank you for being in South Africa. We wish you well in your stay.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Back on set, preparations were underway for the shooting of another scene. But it's not all serious work. Rishi Kapoor finds time to clown around with the crew.
Tell us, as a director, what were you looking for in a location when you chose these sites for your picturizations?
Well, we basically do some song sequences and romantic portions for this film. And I came here in September. In fact, I was going down to Australia and New Zealand, but somebody told me come to South Africa and check the locations here. So I came here in September, and what I saw, we never knew about. I always had the impression about Africa to be brown and rustic and dry, but when I came to South Africa for the first time, and boy, I was overwhelmed by the locations this place has. The nature over here is exquisitely beautiful, and I think it is a director's delight to shoot over here.
Were you looking for mountainous areas in particular?
Yes, mountainous areas, sea, as well as flowers and fields and rolling grass fields, and I found everything possible over here, and it was something wonderful.
Now, the lead star in your movie is your elder brother, Rishi Kapoor. What is it like directing your elder brother?
That's a good question. Well, it's fun, it's difficult, it's nice and experience, and he's a wonderful actor. I have had the opportunity to work with him as an assistant director in my father's film Prem Grantha,
Yes.
as well as another film of his called Gunegar. And he is a director's delight as an actor. He's one of the best actors India has produced.
Sure.
And it is an experience, and he's doing full justice to me where the role is concerned and the character is concerned.
And when the wind died down, it was back to the sets to shoot a romantic scene. This is how they do it.
Action!
On Impressions this morning, we are proud to have with us a superstar from Indian cinema, Mr. Rishi Kapoor. Welcome to Impressions.
Thank you.
Tell us about your trip to South Africa. How did it all start, and why are you here?
Well, my impression of South Africa as of right now is just Durban Airport straight into this Cathedral Peak Hotel.
Yes.
And we've been filming in these wonderful meadows and green grasslands. And there's breathtaking, exotic locations. This is something which is very fascinating, and we have none of this anywhere in India.
Now, of course, there are various beautiful countries throughout the world. Why did you all particularly choose South Africa and these scenic locations to shoot these songs, picturizations?
For one, this is a very beautiful country. It has virgin locations which have never actually come on Indian screen. And we are very proud that we got permission from the people of South Africa and the government we're very pleased that we could film our new film, that is PREM GRANTH. And why we chose this place was because, like I said, it has wonderful locations and we want to explore them and bring them onto the screen.
Tell us something about the movie PREM GRANTH. What's it going to be about? Who's in the movie?
Well, PREM GRANTH, in principle, is a film on women's emancipation. In keeping in tradition with the RK films, type of films that we've been making, it's basically a love story on a big magnum opus. And we have come here for the music of the film. We're going to be filming 3 songs. My leading lady is Madhuri, as you're aware. We have my uncle Shami Kapoor heading the cast. We have Prem Chopra, Om Puri, Anupam Kher, Aruna Irani.
People in South Africa know your name from the year 1973. It must be quite something to have the name Rishi Kapoor at the tip of everybody's tongues for 20 years and still going strong as well. You have loads of fans in South Africa. Tell us what the secret of your success is.
Well, I think it was the basic home atmosphere, and then my environment was always film shooting because my grandfather, my father, my uncles, they all went to the film business. So I guess I must have definitely been influenced by them. And there's another very funny story. I worked as a junior Raj Kapoor in a film called Mera Naam Joker. I don't know if you've seen the film.
Yes.
I was very young then, I was 14, 15, 16. And I remember once my father asked my mother that would she allow me to work in the film. I happened to be sitting there. And my mother said, okay, as long as it doesn't intrude in his studies. So at that point of time, when I got to know that I will be working in films, I got up calmly and ran into my room and I took a paper and started scribbling my autograph. You know, the first thing I wanted to do was practice my autograph. So I guess these are those, initial memories of mine. And then when Joker released, and being influenced by the first segment of Mera Naam Joker, my father was inspired to make a teenage love story at that point of time. And that's how he took me. It was not, it was just not out of choice that he wanted to make a film with me. It was just luck that played on my part, that he was inspired to make a film. And that's how I landed the film.
Sure.
Very fortunate that the film was received very well.
You've also worked with mega superstars like Sridevi, Madhuri Dixit before in Sahiba, Sridevi in Chandani. Which of these projects were the most special that you ever worked on?
I've enjoyed doing all my projects. To be very, I cannot be unfair. Films may have not done well at the box office, but I cannot say I have not enjoyed doing my work because I enjoy working.
Sure.
And I cannot single out any film like that.
You were fortunate enough to work with various members of your family closely, and of course right now on this project of PREM GRANTH, you are being directed by your younger brother, Rajiv Kapoor. What does it feel like to be working with your brother in that role?
Well, I think I have some kind of record. I worked with my father, Raj Kapoor, in Mera Naam Joker,
Yes.
Bobby and Prem Rog. I have worked with my elder brother as a director in Hina.
Yes.
I worked with my uncle Shashi Kapoor as a director in Ajuba. And now I'm working with my younger brother Rajiv Kapoor as a director in PREM GRANTH. So I guess this must be quite a record. An actor has worked with my uncle and my brothers and my father. And I'll tell you another record which I'm very proud to say is that in my career I have introduced 23 new girls. If I'm right here, 23 new girls. I mean, they have worked with me in their first projects, and they have been very lucky for me,
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that I was at the panel of judges for the Miss India contest, which was held in Goa
Yes.
a couple of months back. And I'm proud to say that we have one Miss Universe in Sushmita Sen and one Miss World in Aishwarya Rai.
Yes.
So I guess this is I'm part of all them. So I've been kind of they've been lucky for me.
Of course, and we're all very proud of that too. And Rishi Saab, they also say behind every successful man there's a very, very successful woman. And of course, in your case, another popular actress, Neetu Singh. Has she influenced your acting career in any way?
Well, she's helped me a lot in the sense that we have consulted each other. Though of course she has given up a career some time back because once we got married, she didn't want to pursue as an actress. She wanted to make carry on as a housewife because we wanted to our children, should have some time with the parents.
Sure.
But as far as filming is concerned, we talk like any normal husband-wife. We discuss our problems.
Rishi Saab, for all the millions of people watching this program this morning, What advice do you have for aspiring actors who want to act in a full-length movie from India that's going to be produced in South Africa? Do you plan on bringing a production team down here again to shoot a movie?
Yeah, sure, why not, given the opportunity. I mean, we have broken the ice by being the first ones to shoot an Indian film on this soil,
Sure.
which I said we are very happy about. And if there is a co-venture or of that sort, and if the subject is good, we would definitely like to think about in those lines. And one thing I'd like to say is that what is important is that a lot of Indian film units would come here if the infrastructure is rightly provided to the Indian film producer.
Sure.
You know, because right now it's new. There have been always film units as far as American or French or British units have been coming. So I guess it will take time, but I'm sure they will come.
And I'm sure everybody watching Impressions this morning wants to know, when is Rishi Kapoor going to come to South Africa to perform in a concert?
Oh, I'd love to. I mean, I've got so much of music which over the years people have enjoyed. And I have been doing a lot of concerts over a period of time. Yes, why not? Of course, I would definitely come.
Rishi Kapoor sir, thank you very much for joining us on Impressions, and we wish you and your crew all the best on your shooting.
Thank you very much for coming here and taking the trouble. And I wish all my friends a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. God bless you. We love you.